Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's been a little bit and some people have requested some updates. So let me tell you where I'm at. I started my weight loss journey at 347 and I am now at 242.6. So I've lost over 100 pounds. But I'm still not where I want to be. I actually want to be at like 199. So I still have about 43 pounds to lose. But I just thought during this video that I would just sort of let you know some of the updates from the other videos. I still get a little faint every now and then. It's not happening as much as it used to, and it's probably because I'm getting the nutrients that I'm supposed to be getting. But every once in a while, I still feel a little faint. I actually haven't talked to my doctor yet about that. I need to make an appointment with him. But I actually got my surgery done in the United States by Dr. Cottam. Dr. Cottam. And I just wanted to do sort of this video in my kitchen. I'm finally moved. I'm in my kitchen. I'm set together, so things should start being a little bit more consistent. But I wanted to start share with you some of the things that I found, whether that has been recommended to me or things that I have found to get my protein in and things that have helped. I'm constantly looking for people's advice. I mean, I still feel like back when I was like, I went to nutritionists, I went to all different people to try to help lose the weight before I actually had the surgery. And so I have some of these things are things that I've actually grabbed from them or kept from them, or some things are from fellow people who've had surgeries that have worked for them. I've just tried everything I can to get my protein in. And even when I saw my nutritionist, I used to tell him, like, I know I'm older and I should be more aware when it comes to what I'm eating, but I literally have the taste buds of a 5-year-old. So I was always trying to make things delicious, even though they were nutritious. We'll just get right started on what it is that I have done to have some of these things work out and help me get the nutrients I need, especially the protein that I need, and get a well-rounded diet and help me be consistent. Now, my weight loss has slowed down a bit, and I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility because I have not stayed true to the course the whole time. There are definitely times that I plummet and I'm like, I just need chocolate, I just need ice cream, I just need all the things, and I've allowed myself to do that. So I've gotten into some bad habits, or my bad habits have carried with me, but I'm continually always trying to do my best. I still want to hit limits. I actually haven't been consistent when it comes to working out, which actually has been by choice. I don't know, I've been sort of stuck in this thought process that if I work out, I would stall or hit plateaus, or I would start working out when I hit plateaus and things like that. So I am starting next week. I do have a gym membership and I have a gym where I work. So I'm gonna start like consistently getting more consistent, I guess, when it comes to actually working out and doing cardio. And I love doing weights, but I want to still consistently see the weight drop. So before I start molding my body, I still want to lose the weight. So I probably will do more cardio than I will do weightlifting initially. But just to get started on some of the things that have helped me, we'll be diving into my fridge and also some of the snacks that have been recommended to me to sort of help carve those cravings, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, whatever works for you. But I just wanted to share some of the things that I've done when it comes to getting those protein fixes and getting my hematocrit or my iron up. And so these are some things that have helped for me. These cheddar cheese wisps, I don't know if this is coming in backwards or not, but for they have 1 gram carbs, which honestly I should be watching my carbs a little more than I do. But I do MyFitnessPal to try to help me when it comes to getting my protein in, but I'm not the best at leaving my carbs out, which would probably help me if I did. But anyway, this is 10 grams of protein per serving. So if this isn't too much cheese for you, I know they have different, and it's 23 crisp per serving. So it's just like a little snack that you can have with you, and I'm all about snack sizes because it's nice to be able to have sort of a snacks as meals. But anyway, so this is one thing that I eat occasionally. And another thing that definitely I feel like everyone should have once they can stomach it. Oh my gosh, beef jerky, however you get it in. This is just like beef jerky that I got at, I think, a gas station, Old Trapper beef jerky. And for one serving size, there's 70 calories and there are 11 grams of protein. Now this is what I get at Costco, steak strips. And there's 60 calories per serving and it has 9 grams of protein. So there's that. I mean, I literally, when it comes to getting your protein in or getting like that snack, I am all about the beef jerky, which sometimes like I have to change things up. I've noticed that I'm more of a high maintenance eater. And so I've realized I have to change things up every so often in what I'm eating because my body gets so sick, my taste buds get so sick of eating the same thing over and over again. So it helps me to have a variety, even if it's in beef jerky too. So these are some things that have helped me. Another thing that's helped me a little bit, which I actually didn't think I would like because I'm not quite the granola type, but I actually got these at Costco as well. They're cashew clusters. And they've got 4 grams of protein when it comes to 5 pieces of these clusters. And they're sort of a good mix of salt and savory. They are really good. I haven't gone through them as fast as the other girl said, the nutritionist I work with now says that I would, but it's not bad. And it's 150 calories for 5 pieces and you get 4 grams. So, I mean, it helps a little bit. Something that was also told to me, which I'm really glad it was. I am not one for Greek yogurt. I just don't like the sour, bitter. I don't know. I'd rather do straight yogurt. But surprisingly, this was recommended to me. It's the, I think, Okos 000 yogurt. 15 grams of protein in this. And they have all different flavors. I love the strawberry, banana, peach, obviously. They have mixed berries. I have been really impressed with actually the taste of these. And so I really like these. And the fact that I get 15 grams out of this cup, which, let's see how much, it's like 5.3 ounces. I can't even speak as much as I love these things. I just open it up, stir it up, and it's like good to go. I get obviously a variety because like I say, I'm high maintenance when it comes to eating. So I have loved eating these. They're so good. And I get, like I said, a variety. It's really another thing that I have obviously swear by, as most people out there do, is the protein Premier shakes or the Premier protein shakes. You can get them in tons of different flavors. I get mine at Costco. I get them in bulk and I can stomach the chocolate consistently and they're completely fine with me. These are great, 30 grams of protein in a shake this size. It's perfect. I actually start my day every morning with one of these. And actually, I don't have a Baby Bell Light, just a Baby Bell Light of cheese. That's about that big. But yeah, I absolutely swear by these. These are so great and a great form of getting your protein in. Another thing that I've been really into lately that has helped out a lot when it comes to my day and my routine is I actually bought a couple of containers. They're called food prep containers off Amazon, and I got a couple different sizes. I originally didn't know how big of what sizes I would need to get. So I got these little 12-ounce they're reusable, they're microwave safe, they're freezer safe, dishwasher safe, and they're like a hard plastic. And these are I believe these are the 12-ounce ones. Yeah, these are the 12-ounce ones that help when, I need to put like a little bit of protein or anything in here. This is really nice to use the 12-ounce ones, but then they come with all different sizes. Like in this, obviously it covers the top, but what's nice is it sort of bulges up so that you can actually add more into the bowl that you need. But I've also found these, which, this is what I'm gonna be talking about next, when it comes to the salads I'm really into, but this is awesome. This is actually 28 ounce, and compared to the sizes, the 12 ounce, the 28 ounce, there's 32 ounces, there's 16 ounces, but I love the 28 ounce because right now I've been really trying to get my spinach in. And so what I do is I buy just these like different kind of like nuts when it comes to putting on top of my salads. I try to make like different spinach salads. You know, I put eggs or cranberries. Sometimes I make my own spinach salad and put like, obviously I get deli turkey. I've been getting in just the Oscar Mayer, but I sometimes go to the actual deli and have them cut up the turkey for me. But when I'm just quick and want to be cheap, I just go ahead and get these. And I actually will weigh this and put it on top of my salad as well. And it literally is so nice to be able just to take something like this to work, throw it in the fridge, have it come out, be completely prepped and ready. It's so nice, and it's been helping me a lot lately because when I'm trying to food prep, I want to make sure, and this might look like a lot for some people, and you know, it's interesting depending on what I eat, depends on how full I am. Like there's certain things that I can eat a ton more of and I don't get as full. But I noticed with me, I was able to eat a lot more than I felt like I should be, or I wasn't throwing up as much. I think I mentioned this in a previous post, and when I was talking to my doctor, you know, I told him, I said, I'm still able to gulp water. I mean, not like I used to, but I'm able to gulp water. I'm not throwing things up. I'm able to get more down. And he said, actually, that's a good thing. We don't want to starve you. We want you to be able to get food down, so just not as much as you used to be. So for me, I thought I was eating a lot more, but I'm actually eating the right amount of what I'm supposed to be eating, supposedly. And I'm constantly trying to check myself because I was also worried about expanding my stomach, and he said it's pretty difficult to expand your stomach. I mean, they pretty much cut out, the surgery I had was getting the loop or the SADI, or what else do they call that? Duodenal switch procedure. It's not the true duodenal switch, it's the SADI or the loop. But in getting that, it has the VSG part, the vertical, what does that stand for? Vertical sleeve gastronomy. Anyway, it does have that part of the surgery with it. So they cut out the part that stretches in your stomach. So in order to really stretch out, I know everyone talks about re-stretching out their stomach, and that is so difficult to do. So that was one myth that he definitely wanted to clear my mind of. It is so hard to re-stretch out your stomach. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to pay attention to the portions that you have, but obviously you're eating a lot less than you were originally anyway. It depends a lot on what you're putting in your mouth. You know, you can drink your calories easily, which I don't drink alcohol, and so I've not had that problem. But obviously you can drink your calories, you can eat crap all day and literally you'll outdo your calories that way. Or, you know, there's so many other ways to gain weight when it comes to just, you know, you could eat ice cream all day. I don't know, sounds like a dream to me. But anyway, so what I've been doing is I just divided the spinach leaves right now into 6 different containers like this. And then I have a red onion and all the other like things that craisins and all the other stuff that I'm gonna actually prep this more. Today's Saturday, so tomorrow and Sunday is when I'll actually prep a lot more of my food for the week, but this definitely helps. Another thing that was shown to me, which is amazing, especially for you surgery people, and you can find these at Costco, and it's just your chicken patties, and of course they're breaded, so it's not as good as like a grilled chicken would be. But if you are on the go and you need something fast, like I definitely always do, I always need to pack my food, I need to have my food on hand, I need to be able to prepare it quickly. This is amazing for me. And in one patty, it's 250 calories, so it's a little higher on the calorie, and I think it's because of the breaded chicken. But it's got 15 grams of protein in just one of these chicken patties. And what I love is literally that's all you need. You put one of these patties in the microwave for 2 minutes, you're good to go. And it literally fills me exactly what I need. I feel completely filled to the capacity that I need to be filled, and it's just perfect for me. Like, so each one of these can be 1 meal, and it's nice because they fit into these 12-ounce. So I can actually take this and have this as lunch too for, you know, and they're so delicious. Like, honestly, they're so good. They're by Foster Farms. I get them at Costco. Some of you may already know about these, but I am new to these, and these rocked my world. Honestly, I absolutely love them. And I feel like it's what I eat isn't all necessarily clean to the capacity of being like a full clean diet, but I love that what I eat now are way better than the choices that I made previously. And I'm constantly concentrated on getting my protein in. And so something like this, so one of these, which may not be completely perfect for one person, is because of the bread, maybe they're, you know, they have a different diet potentials or diet goals that they have. This might not work for them, but for me, I'm definitely making better choices than I did before. So for me, I definitely like eating these so much. I mean, they're delicious and they're prepped, they're easy to go and easy to make. Proteins there. This is perfect for me. So this is just sort of Gina's way of eating better. So I'm not following necessarily a keto diet. I'm not necessarily following any type of strict type of diet. I'm more just looking at healthy things to get my protein in. And a lot of times when you listen to your body will pretty much tell you what you need. I'm still taking all the vitamins that I was taking. I've upped, I take a magnesium pill, and I take a magnesium supplement along with iron supplement on top of the iron in my multivitamin. But like I just want to make sure that I am covered. I have noticed that my hair is slightly growing back, which I've heard the more protein that I eat, it'll actually help with your hair. So, I mean, I did have to cut my hair a little bit, but it is slowly growing back. It's still a lot thinner than I'm used to having, but I have like these little baby hairs, and so everything has worked out perfectly to what I need to have so far. I mean, I think everyone, when they do surgeries, it's just about doing the best that you can, and I'm constantly trying. I'm constantly reevaluating things. You know, after a week goes by, I've noticed that I've been losing like ounces at times now, and I just really still want to hit like 43 more pounds to hit my goal weight. So I am gonna up my exercise, but I'm constantly evaluating what it is I'm putting in my body and just what I'm eating. And you know, some weeks are better than others, but these are just little things that I found that have helped me and that have been good to eat for me that maybe some other people might need to know too. So, oh, and another thing, let me tell you about this next thing. Something that I have totally appreciated that actually my nutritionist told me about before I actually, a different nutritionist before I actually had the surgery. Oh my gosh, this is a lifesaver. Now, I love cottage cheese. I'm not cutting dairy out of my meal prep plans or anything like that. I haven't cut dairy out, and I haven't cut fruit out either, which I know sometimes can be a concern when it comes to sugar and carbs, but I'm still just eating. Like, I want this to be a lifestyle change for me. And I've noticed with myself when it comes to previous diets that I've done, it is seriously so difficult because I don't want to cut things out that I normally would like to eat that are actually good or better than like chocolate or junk food. And so I still am keeping like fruits when it comes to cherries, nectarines, like apples. Like, I still want to keep that part of my diet because in my mind, in my heart, like I feel like this is a lot better than things I could be eating. However, so talking about that and not cutting dairy completely out, I am a fan of cottage cheese. Love cottage cheese. You know, you either love it or you don't. So sometimes though, in eating just cottage cheese, it gets a little boring. So I had a nutritionist who gave me a little method of shaking things up a bit that literally is a game changer. Now I get the Viva low fat. Now I have had the Viva fat free, and I actually don't like it as much as I like the low fat. So I like the Viva low fat option, and I'll actually take this, I'll measure this out to maybe 6 ounces or something. And what I will do is I will get a ranch dip mix. Now it can be a dip mix or an actual ranch mix all together. And what I do is I open this and I just put a little bit in to the cottage cheese that I did out. I actually don't ruin a whole container and do this because I never know what I'll be feeling like for that day. But I actually, in the little container that I get with just the 6 ounces, I'll go ahead and I'll put a little bit of this ranch dip in there and like stir it up, and it's like the perfect taste because I will go ahead and I got these Crunch Master rice crackers, which are delicious. They come in toasted sesame or 4 cheeses. They're so good, and they're not that bad for you. I mean, for 16 crackers, they're 130 calories, and they only have 2 grams of protein, but they are not that bad when it comes to your choices. Or so I will actually dip this in the cottage cheese and eat this with these chips. I've also used Melba toast, is super good. I love eating it with Melba toast. Let's see, the nutritional facts is for 3 pieces of Melba toast, it's 60 calories, and it's got 2 grams of sugar in this, so this is probably a better choice. But at the same time, like, literally, it is so nice to be able to have these things and like mix it together. It is like a game changer. Like, it's probably my mid-morning snack, and I won't have to have my lunch a lot of times till like late afternoon because it's filling. You get your protein in from the cottage cheese, from, you know, depending on what cracker you decide to use. It literally is just a healthier snack option when it comes to something that you could snack on. So these have just been a couple things. I'm trying to think if I can think of anything else that I know people use. Halo Top ice cream too. I don't know, I'm sort of like the go hard or go home type when it comes to ice cream. I mean, Halo Top was good, is good, but I'm just more of the straight ice cream girl, and I know that's not the best for you, but like I said, I'm human. So I actually will do that ice cream or like just straight ice cream. I've noticed that when it comes to frozen yogurt, which I was always a go-to before the surgery, I'm not able to stomach the frozen yogurt as well. It makes me a little bit more gassy, it makes me feel bloated, it actually makes my intestines feel a little inflamed. I don't know why. I don't want to really get accustomed to eating it either, so I'm not going to push myself through it. So frozen yogurt has actually been really hard for me to digest. However, when it comes to the things that I'm eating, I just try to make sure that they're seasoned, they're good, they taste good to me, and I try to change things up, whether it's having a breaded chicken patty or whether it's also, I get edamame, and I take the frozen edamame with me in the small bags from Costco. I do that as well, and I'll take out the edamame. I try to concentrate mostly on protein. I know my nutritionist said more than anything, make sure you get your protein in first. And so I'm always trying to get my nutritionist told me that I should be getting in around 70 to 90 grams of protein a day, and sometimes exceed that. I go to like 116 grams of protein, like almost by accident, just because I'm just focused on the protein part. And granted, she didn't want me to really focus on the calories, but at this point, she just wants me to focus pretty much on the protein more than the calories. So I think in eating the protein, it actually makes you fuller, and by default, you won't realize you're eating less. That's the hope. And so that's what I've been doing when it comes to focusing on protein. I am about, I think, 7 months out of my surgery, and like I said, I've lost over 100 pounds, but I just really have about, 50 pounds at this point more would be great, but I've got like 44 pounds to get to my, the weight that I want to be at, my goal weight, which would be 199 pounds. One thing that I have found very interesting, like very, very interesting, is, I don't know about you girls, but I'm gonna talk about the girls for a second. Okay, let's talk about periods. Now guys, you can shut off if you want, but let's talk about periods. Now, I don't know about you, but right before my period, the craving hits like crazy, and that's when I went all the chocolate, all the junk food, all the crazy things. Now, in the past, before my period, I always used to gain weight actually before my period, and then I would lose it after my period. What I have found out since my surgery, and I don't know if it's because I'm not able to eat as much of all the junk I would have eaten or whatever, because it's not like I don't eat junk when when the craving hits, but I just don't eat as much, and I actually lose a ton of weight before my period, and it just sort of a little bit trickles off after my period. It's almost the opposite than what it was at the very beginning. That's been something that I've had to adjust to, and something that I'm definitely not sure about. I mean, I heard that about a week and a half before your period, your body is like burning a lot more calories, and that may be why you sustain all those cravings. But because my body's been burning all those calories and I'm clearly not able to eat as much as I used to, I am just burning those calories. And so I find that before my period, I actually lose like 3 or 4 pounds before my period, and then like 1 or 2 after. When before, I would gain all this weight, feel like a total heifer before my period, and then like lose like a ton of weight after my period. But then it would steady out, obviously, throughout the month. Just a little side note for you period ladies. So when it comes to everything else, like I definitely try to get my water in too. I actually have, let's see, I have my hydro flask, my 40-ounce hydro flask that I use. I use this, or I just barely got this Stanley cup, which is also 40 ounces. I'm obviously a black and white girl, as you can tell, but I love both of them. I love this one. This was the first one. It's like sort of damaged. It's been getting its fair hits, but I had this first, and it was really nice. It kept things completely insulated. It kept things cold for me, because I'm definitely a cold drinker, but this was really nice to have. I loved the fact, let me show you, that the top of this had like a straw. So it's got a straw to it. I didn't necessarily like the handle of this, so I was really, I don't know, it was just sort of hard to hold with everything else. But I did love the straw technique, because I liked drinking from a straw. I like drinking from a straw, but that was really nice. But I've just barely retired this for a time being, not permanently, but just for a time being. So because I got this Stanley cup. Now I love that this is a handle, and it's got a nice handle. It actually still has a straw, but on the top I can take away the straw and actually slip it like a cup if I want. I notice when it's completely filled and it has the straw in it, one thing I notice is sometimes water will leak out, which with the Hydro Flask, the water never leaked out. Anyway, not to do any shout outs to any of these products, but anyway, I just love the fact that it's also a thermos based to where everything keeps cold in this just as well. It's also 40 ounces. They come in a variety of color. They're about, I found this on Amazon for $35, but they about go anywhere from $35 to I think $40. But I've loved it. And it fits, it's narrow down here, so it fits in my car cup holder. It's just been really nice. So I'm actually using this now. It has everything that I want. I'm trying to make sure I get my water in as much as I can. So that's another little thing that I've been doing just to make sure that I stay healthy, hydrated, and get the things in that I need to get in. So anyway, these are just little tips that I've had, little things that have worked for me. If any of you have had things that work for you, I would love for you to share them to me, because I'm always looking for options, and especially things that taste good, that I can incorporate and help me make my diet a little bit more broader. But it's funny, I don't even want to say it's a diet, it's just a new way of eating now. And so I am just constantly trying to make myself aware, because I am definitely aware of the bad options that I make. So I just want to make sure that I have the good options available too, and especially little snack items that I have that can be really helpful. I want to be able to have those on hand as well, because it's always nice to have your food prepped, because when that craving or hunger hits, you're not just grabbing for anything, you're grabbing for things you've already prepped for. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope maybe some of these things were things that you can take when it comes to your journey, or that helps you out when it comes to your after surgery eating. I do eat a lot of cheeses too. I put cheese on my salads when it comes to gorgonzola, feta, Swiss, Colby Jack. Like, I am pretty equal opportunity when it comes to cheeses. So I love the Baby Bell cheese in the morning. I normally get the Baby Bell light cheese in the morning. And I just, you know, I'm pretty I try to make sure, like I said, and I will re-say a million times, I always try to get the protein in first. But I try not to actually limit myself because I still want to be able to maintain this way of eating forever. I don't want to feel like I'm on a diet and that I'm depriving myself from things, but I just want to have a healthier lifestyle. So I do hope to lose a little bit more weight. I'm constantly readjusting what I've done the previous week to help me lose more weight. I do start heavy exercise when it comes to next week, and so hopefully I'll have more updates when it comes to things that I can help you out with when it comes to hitting plateaus or anything else that will help me and also help you as I do a little bit more research or try to figure out this is a learning process for me. Honestly, I've never done this surgery before, and so these are just the things that have worked for me. So I hopefully they will work for you as well. And please, I would love for you to share any ideas or anything that's helped you as well. If you love these videos, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to hear more, subscribe. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And again, thank you as always for watching, and thank you for your time.